Get ready to discover the most highly anticipated free-to-play games that are coming in 2023. First up, we have Blue Protocol, an upcoming anime-style RPG. The game boasts real-time combat, a weapon-based class system, and a vast world to explore with multiplayer gameplay and a detailed storyline. The game has already showcased impressive visuals, engaging hack-and-slash combat, and 5 distinct classes to choose from. As a massively multiplayer online RPG, it also features solo and team-based dungeon content. With a track record of successful titles like Tales of Arise and Scarlet Nexus, Bandai Namco is well-equipped to deliver another exciting action RPG experience. Next, we have Sinst. In 2022, Sinst Off-Planet had an alpha test that generated significant hype for the game. This sci-fi shooter features both PvP and PvE gameplay, with the latter incorporating nanos, which are powerful humanoid creatures that come in various forms. While they are undoubtedly fun to battle, their most intriguing aspect is that players can use them as companions. Playable characters in Sinst are called runners, each with unique backstories and abilities, as well as special nanos. As the game allows for team play of up to 3, choosing runners with the most synergy may be critical in matches. Additionally, Sinst offers multiplayer modes such as Dead Sector Run PvE and Nerva Run PvP, as well as a solo mode. Next, we have Star Wars Hunters. It's not often that the Nintendo Switch gets exclusive free games, especially ones that feature major IPs like Star Wars. However, with the upcoming release of Hunters, players can look forward to an exciting PvP arena game that blends third-person shooting with melee combat. Before engaging in thrilling battles against each other, players choose a hunter and form squads. One of the highlights of Star Wars Hunters is its diverse roster of fighters, each classified by their roles as tank or support. Although the game doesn't feature established Star Wars characters, the original creations do embody classic archetypes, promising a unique and fresh experience for fans of the franchise. Moving to Wayfinder. Airship Syndicate has a solid track record with games like Battle Chasers Night War, Darksiders Genesis, and Ruined King. But Wayfinder, their upcoming free-to-play title, is their most ambitious project yet. Set to have a closed beta on May 10 and early access release later in the summer, Wayfinder is an action RPG with several playable characters that function as classes, allowing players to swap between them as they please. While solo play is possible, multiplayer is a major focus of the game, which is labeled as an MMO. Wayfinder takes place in a world overrun by the gloom, and players must become Wayfinders to give humanity hope for survival. With its intriguing premise and promising gameplay, Wayfinder has the potential to be one of the standout free-to-play games of 2023. Next, we have Off the Grid. Although not much is known about Off the Grid's gameplay mechanics, the upcoming free-to-play game has ambitious goals. Despite the battle royale genre being oversaturated, it still remains popular, but new titles have struggled to compete against heavyweights like Fortnite, Apex Legends, and Warzone 2. Off the Grid aims to differentiate itself by putting its story at the forefront. This will be a battle royale that emphasizes its narrative through an evolving battlefield. Neil Blomkamp, the director of District 9 and Elysium, serves as the chief visionary officer for the cyberpunk battle royale game. While Blomkamp is not primarily associated with gaming, he has a talent for bringing sci-fi worlds to life. Apart from directing the upcoming Gran Turismo, he's involved in the development of Off the Grid. If you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Next, we have UFL. The gaming world's soccer scene is in for a major shakeup in the next few years. EA has lost the right to use the FIFA name, and its upcoming game will be titled EA Sports FC. FIFA is also rumored to be developing its own game, although there is little information about it at the moment. Unfortunately, Konami's eFootball 2023 is still struggling to gain traction after its disastrous launch. While Konami's title is currently the primary free-to-play soccer option, that will not last forever. Strikers Incorporated has been developing UFL for several years, and the upcoming free game has piqued a lot of interest. The project focuses on online play and describes itself as fair to play, prioritizing skills over monetization. Soccer fans have been awaiting a proper alternative to FIFA, and hopefully, UFL will fill that void. Next, we have Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland. Ubisoft is expanding its successful The Division franchise with a free-to-play title, although it has faced several delays. As a result, there is a risk that Heartland may lose momentum, especially given that Ubisoft's recent free games like Roller Champions have not been particularly successful. Nevertheless, The Division is a well-established franchise that has produced excellent online-focused games, and the sequel released in 2019 is still popular to this day. Although Ubisoft has not revealed many details about Heartland, the game will feature a unique PvP mode that puts 45 players against each other. Next, we have The Finals. Announced in 2022, The Finals is a team-based FPS by Embark Studios, a Stockholm-based developer that prioritizes free titles. The game is currently in beta testing and is expected to launch later this year. The Finals pits 4 teams of 3 players in matches revolving around collecting and storing cash. Each player customizes a character based on one of 3 builds, or at least that is the case in the beta version. The final standout feature is that the arenas are destructible, which should provide a fair amount of options on how maps can be tackled. Next, we have Stormgate. Real-time strategy games may not be for everyone, but a free-to-play entry in the genre certainly piques our interest. The game sees you facing off against hordes of alien invaders. It has a lot of different game modes for you to experiment with. You can try playing against AI enemies, take a chance in a competitive PvP match, or work together with other players in a variety of different co-op-focused modes. The different classes for each faction offer a lot of different ways to execute your strategies. And if you're not finding quite what you're looking for, then Stormgate also has an editor mode on offer that will allow you to craft the game you envision. Next, we have the First Descendant. The First Descendant is a co-op shooter set in a fantasy world where humanity is struggling to fend off an alien invasion. As the title suggests, players assume the roles of descendants, each with their unique abilities. The game features separate maps rather than one large sandbox, with both world co-op missions and a standard campaign with story missions. The upcoming free-to-play game boasts a range of customization options such as skins, weapons, and equipment, allowing players to plan their loadouts before facing off against larger-than-life bosses. Next, we have Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2 exists alongside the first game, offering a new large story and incorporating new systems for skills, classes, and more. 10 years have passed since the original story, resulting in 19 different class types to choose from for the campaign. However, the gameplay style should still be familiar to those who played the first game. Path of Exile 2 is a dark fantasy-styled action RPG that allows players to play online alongside or against other players. Path of Exile is one of the best free-to-play RPGs, and the sequel looks to improve on everything that made the original an instant classic. Thanks for tuning into our list of the best upcoming free-to-play games of 2023. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments below which games you're most excited for.